Small towns carry secrets, whispers of ancient lore woven into the mundane fabric of everyday life. The town of Moiqua was no different, a place where the native legends ran as deep as the mud it was named after. To an outsider, the town appeared quiet, even dull, but for one young boy, the boundaries of reality and myth were about to blur. It all began when he was 14, an ordinary boy in an ordinary life. But there was something more to this place, a sense that something lurked beneath the surface, something primal and terrifying. On a windy day, after a sleepover with his friend Tristan, they drove through the countryside. The wind tugged at the car, pulling it ever so slightly as if something invisible was trying to guide them away. And then, it happened. A sudden blur of movement. Deer, 6 or maybe 8, darted across the road. The car screeched to a halt as the animals bolted, their frantic movements a sign of something more than just the wind. But the true terror hadn't revealed itself yet. Something caught his eye, something his mind didn't want to acknowledge at first. A blur of white, massive and unnatural, racing alongside the car. It ran on all fours, pale as death, its elongated body keeping pace, with the speeding vehicle as though it were toying with them. For a brief moment, it was there, and then, as quickly as it appeared, it vanished into the woods. At 14, he didn't know what he had seen. His mind brushed it off as a trick of the light, a fleeting hallucination born from a young imagination. But as the years passed, and he learned more of the legends that surrounded him, the truth began to emerge. The creature was no figment. It was a wendigo, an apex predator known in native lore. And the deer that had scattered in fear, they were running from it. But the true terror lay in what came after. As he grew older, the sightings didn't stop. He could feel it, lurking, watching, waiting. That thing in the woods knew he had seen it, and it had never forgotten. It moved like a shadow in the corner of his vision, slipping into his nightmares. And deep down, he feared one day it would reveal itself again. But this time, there would be no escaping. People always talk about things they don't understand, dismissing stories like these as fabrications. But he knows better. He's seen it, and he knows it's still out there, waiting in the dark. We are not alone.